friends, I wanted to give this a try because it looked really fun. I've done similar things. This is just a little bit different. So I'm working on this Artisto paper, and this actually barely fits on here, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead. This is just a lid to something in my kitchen here. I'm just going to draw that little circle for reference. Hopefully you can see that. And then what I'm going to do is draw a really, really quick and easy little, like some trees, but I really wanted to try this. So I thought this might be pretty for a card as well. Let me grab my brush 1 second. Where is my box? Here it is. I think some of my brushes may not be in here. Nope, they're in here. Okay, so I think what I'm going to use, I'm going to grab my angle brush, and then I think I'll go ahead and grab my 8 round and use those. And then the paints I'll be using will be my Lang. So let's just give those a little spritz here. How do you guys like my new hand? It's not new. I found it in my cupboard. Handy dandy sprayer there. So fun, right? All right, so these are the Lang paints. You know, I love them. I mean, look at those gorgeous colors, you guys. It doesn't get any better than that. Paul Rubens. I ordered tons of these on Prime Days. I just ordered more. And then, of course, that Artisto paper. I just started going into, if I can get this open and show you, my fall. So I keep these all journaled and I refer back to them. So this one, it looks like I didn't even put it on here yet. I think I'll actually, yeah, I'll do fall. So I label them and then I can always refer back to them. So next fall, I'll refer back to it and I can be reminded of maybe color palettes and so forth. But it's got such great texture, and quite often I tear them out because they've got that perforation. All right, I've got my 2 containers of water. Thank you, MEEDEN, for those. Not thank you, I bought them, but. And my paper towel. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to wet this. So I can either spray, and you know what, actually I need a bigger brush. Let me grab that bigger brush. Something told me I might need that. So I'm going to grab my 8 round out of this. I think there's still a few of these left too, guys, by the way. Maybe 30 or something, 30 of them. What a great gift for Christmas though. Okay, so I'm going to use this 16 round, the big old bad boy, as we are all calling it. And I'm just going to wet my paper so it's shiny. It's not too wet. And look at how I can cover this pretty easily with this brush. So just going around the edge. I've got this nice shine. Nothing too crazy. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is take, I think I'll take this one, my cat's tongue. Ooh. Wow, that's interesting. I had some a little bit of green in there. Look at that. That's not good, you guys. Don't do that. Wow, that is not normal for me. Not sure what happened there. But make sure you're always cleaning your brushes out. You don't want that paint to stay in your bristles. Not sure how I did that. That's definitely not my norm. Okay, so let's go to, I'm going to grab, I kind of want to make this fall-like. So I'm going to grab some of that green, maybe some of this orange, like that, maybe a little of our yellow green, and last but not least, a little bit of our cad yellow. I need to refill my paints here. I just used my Lang tubes. Okay, so I'm going to go in with a little bit wetness, and I'm just going to dab in. Now see, some of this I waited too long. You should always get your paints ready before going in or before wetting your paper. Here's some green. So I'm just dabbing this in, and I want it to kind of spread because I want it to kind of look like it's in the distance. But look at these beautiful colors. Let me pick up some more of that orange. Love the orangey color. Don't necessarily want to mix it with the green. And then I'm just going to lift this and let it kind of spread down. I just love that look. There we go. You could even just go across it like this and let it spread, either way. Now I'm going to give this a quick shot. Let me add a little bit more dark green in there. Didn't really want to go quite that dark, but that's okay. It'll dry. It'll dry lighter. Okay. Wipe that brush off. And now let's just give it a little spritz, not a spritz, a little bit of a shot with my dryer here, my handy dandy tool. You could use a blow dryer as well. So that works pretty quick, doesn't it? And then I think I will use my angle brush, and I'm gonna go in with some darker trees. So right now, doesn't that look like it's kind of this beautiful, maybe foggy morning or just in the distance? But let's go in with a little bit more of that green in a darker value, just meaning more pigment than water. And I'm going to go in, and this is the beauty of this edge on this brush. You can really get these chiseled edges. And then I'm just gonna start, I want a little darker value. Adding in, using the tip there of my brush. And look how fun that is. I'm just going back and forth. Let's get a little different color, maybe some of that yellowy color. Get that in there. Can even add some to this. So it looks a little bit like the colors are changing. Just using the tip of my brush. Maybe even I have a little bit of that sienna in my palette here, so I might even use some of that. Look how pretty that is. Ooh, I like that. I always like that yellow sienna color. I think it's really pretty. Kind of add some of that there in the background. Look how fun that is. So easy, right? I think we'll add in maybe a big giant tree there in the background. Just tuck that in. Little one right here. This is so fun. I love this kind of painting. And I mean, basically, I'm done. You can always add in a little blue up at the top there. Let's just grab our brush and let's do a blue sky. So, but isn't this so fun and easy? So that's pretty wet, but I'm staying within this circle, which is what attracted me to this. I thought that was so fun. Now, if I want to pick up a little bit of that, let's grab some tissue or paper towel. And you can pick some of that up like that, but at least we have that. And then if I even wanted to, I could pull some of this down. I love doing kind of a line that comes down, but it isn't real definitive. There's something about that for me. I think is so cool when I see that in pictures. Let's even play. Let's just play. This is what I do. Now you could stop right here. This is perfectly fine. But what if we, let's see, how could we do this? I feel like I want to add a big tree right here on the edge of this circle. Let's see what happens. Let's give it a try. Mixed a little bit of my green with some brown. I want it to be a pretty heavy color. And now let's just, so funny, I just thought of this. I feel like I'm channeling Bob Ross, right? He used to do this type of move. Yeah, I like that. Let's do another one. So I've got some of that dark green with a little bit of the brown. And let's just, make it look like it's really right in front here. Even sticking outside that circle. How fun is that? Like it's popping right out. That's fun. And we could go in if you wanted to keep going, keep playing. And this is the kind of stuff I do. I just sit down and I keep playing. We could even do a little bit in the background there. Just a very light wash with some of that orange, just very light. And kind of create that little hint that there's something back there. Like that. Yeah, I like that. I think a little bit more of that orange, maybe right in here. Might even blur that out a little bit. Oh, so fun, isn't it? All right, you could go in and add some words. You could add in a little tiny bird. I mean, so many options here. You could even just leave it like this. That's kind of fun, isn't it? But this is the kind of thing, like play. See what you discover. We could go in here. How about this? Now, this may be overdoing it for some of you, but let's give our little gold, our MAB metallics, and let me grab my little brush. What if we went around the edge with some of this gold? Let's just see what that looks like. Just curious. Now, I'm gonna have to do this by hand. Ooh, look how fun that is. Not so good all the time with, if you had a pen, a gold pen, that would work too. I don't want to stick my hand in that. Look how fun this is. This is the kind of stuff, like, play with these type of things at night and just look at it as, you know what, if it doesn't work out, so what? It's just paper, it's just paint. I do it all the time. How fun is that, you guys? And there you go. I hope you give this a try. This was definitely a practice in values, lighter values in the back, very soft and washy. And as I got more towards the front, I got darker values. And of course, the trees got bigger. So anyways, I hope you give that a try. It was awfully fun for me. And happy painting.